All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. We're going to do a couple notes here today. So we're going to review one postulate, a postulate we've already had, postulate 3.3, which I believe we called it the parallel postulate. And then we have postulate 3.4, which is the perpendicular postulate. That's a brand new one today. And we're going to do some constructions. So that's the items that you're looking at. You have a compass in front of you and a straight edge. The straight edge obviously isn't a ruler like mine, but you have a little black piece of plastic. So but yeah, so if you don't have lead in that little compass, just let Miss Scott know. She can exchange it out. It'll be a little more difficult later when we have bigger classes, since there's exactly enough for everybody. So they might have to share or something. So, but yeah, so we'll kind of work through this. Hopefully this makes sense to you as we get going. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm going to try to take my sweet time on this, just so we can get them done and completed. There's a minimum of 2 constructions I'd like to do today, but if we can, I want to go up to almost 4 of them. So we'll kind of see as we go. But let's just talk about the postulate first. The first postulate, postulate 3.3. This is one we had, I think, maybe Monday or Tuesday this week. So it shouldn't be new. You should have it. If you don't, you want to write it down. Here it is, postulate 3.3. It was called the parallel postulate. It talks about if given a line and a point not on that line, there is exactly one and only one line parallel to the given line passing through the point. So let me explain here. You have a line and you have a point not on it. Okay. So what this one talks about is that there exists one and only one line that can pass through point P that will be parallel to the pink line down there. We can call that whatever line you want, line L if you will, a cursive letter. Palm is activating that. All right, so the goal here is, now I'm going to draw this, but I don't want you to draw this part. The goal is to draw this line so that it is perfectly parallel. All right, now this is a postulate. We don't prove postulates, right? We just accept them as truth without the need of proof. But this one in particular, we can actually draw. Constructions are really good for, showing evidence of why things work. It's not a proof necessarily, but it does actually work. So that's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at how this one actually turns about, how I can show that there is only one line perfectly. Now, these may not turn out great. I'm obviously not there to kind of help you guys out, but yeah, we're going to give it a shot. So this is where you're going to need your little piece of paper, put your name on it. So the blank piece of paper, not your notebook, but your blank piece of paper, put your name and put the period on there. And we're going to attempt to draw this using constructions. So if you want to have your notes out, maybe you're writing this down, I don't know. I think everyone should have this postulate already, so should be this shouldn't be anything new. Miss Scott, are they ready to go? Can we
Everybody got and everything good? Yep, they're all ready.
Okay, perfect. So let's attempt to draw this for the first time. So what I'd like you to do, again, think about your paper in halves, right? So you're going to do top half versus bottom half of your paper. I don't know if you're holding it landscape or portrait. So just don't use the entire paper to draw this one. Remember, we're going to do multiple constructions today, so you don't want to waste the entire paper on this one drawing. The goal is to do about 4 of them, but if we can. But if minimum 2, I want to do at least 2, and that's the 2 postulates we're talking about here. So, okay, so on one half of your paper, you need to draw a line. So use your straight edge. So place your little straight edge down. I don't know how you want to do it. And you want to draw a line any way, shape, or form. I'm going to just draw it kind of horizontal. I think this is probably the easiest way for everybody. So you can put it anywhere, but keep it on one half of your paper. Maybe top half versus bottom half. I don't know. Okay, and then pick a point that is not on it. Point P. Now, what I'd like you to do is when you label point P, label the P on the left side of the dot. I know that seems very specific. I'll explain why here in a second. You want the letter P on the left side of the dot, because we're going to be drawing everything on the right side. Come on, Lucy. My dog's coming in, sorry. All right. Okay. So I think everyone probably should have this drawing done. You use your straight edge, use your pencil, your dot. Okay, so now what we're going to do, this is going to be the odd part. The goal is to draw a parallel line through point P without just freehand drawing it, okay? Or without using lines on your paper, because obviously, hopefully you have computer paper, right, where you don't have any lines on it. So we're gonna attempt to draw this to show evidence that this actually works. So what I'd like you to do, take your straight edge, and now I'm going to put this in pink. So take your straight edge, and what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line, a pretty large line, a pretty long line, that is going to pass through point P and also intersect the line. It's going to intersect. So they're going to intersect both. So watch how this works. You can put it at like a tilt. It doesn't really matter. You're going to draw a line that goes through point P and goes through the line down here. Make sure it's long. You want to really kind of go up this direction quite a ways, because we're going to draw a lot of the stuff above this drawing, above point P. So if you put your line too close to the top of your paper, you might want to recalibrate this drawing, because we're going to need some room up here in this area. Okay. All right. Okay, now Scott, just let me know when everyone's kind of got to that point and they feel comfortable, so I'm not going too quick.
Anybody need more time with it? Everybody good? Alright, they're good.
Okay, so we got our line, we have our point, we have that line drawn. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. This is how this construction works. We are going to attempt to copy an angle. Now, I'm going to draw something here. I just want you to kind of watch, and then I'll show you how we're going to do it. We're going to attempt to copy this angle right here. That's an acute angle, right? You can see it. We're going to attempt to copy that angle, and we're going to attempt to put it right here. So that way we're actually copying the corresponding angle. That's actually what we're doing. So that's kind of the process we're going to go through here. So this is going to be the tricky part. You're going to need your compass. Now, I'm going to mock draw your compass here. So you're going to place your compass in such a way. So here's the drawing of my compass, right? There's that little tool that you had. You're going to place the compass so the little pointy end, the little pike, is right here. It's right on that vertex where the line crossed the original line. And then the pencil should be free floating over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw, so you're going to grab the compass and kind of tilt it, and you're going to draw an arc so it kind of passes through like this. So it's going to hit the line twice. Notice I didn't hit point P. It's just hitting this line here and here. Drawing this arc, and you can open up that compass to any size. I don't need you to go past point P though, so I don't know where you have P sitting. So if P is too close to your line, maybe you want to back it off a little bit. So I'll wait for you guys to draw that. Once you have drawn this arc, you need to leave your compass alone. Okay, so don't change your compass. So Miss Gunn, I'll just have you relay when they're ready. Again, for Alexis and Mason, I'm really sorry. This is probably super awkward for you guys. Just kind of watch. So again, just repeating myself, you've taken your compass, you placed it down so the pike is right here, and the pencil is free floating over here, and you kind of drew an arc, and it has to hit the original line that we had drawn, and that weird slanted line, the pink line in my case. And I've circled those two locations.
Does anybody need more time? Okay, they're good.
Okay, so now this is the next part. This is going to be kind of the tricky part. We're going to pick up the compass now, and we're going to place the compass up here now. Right? So the compass is up here. So this is the little pikey end, this is the pencil end. Right? And so you're picking it up and you're putting it. We haven't changed the compass at all. And I want you to put the compass, the pike, the pointy end, right on point P now. We're putting the little pointy end right on point P. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw the exact same arc. Now, when we draw this arc, it definitely has to cross up here somewhere. So if your line is not long enough where it crosses, you can take your straight edge and just extend that line a little bit, that pink line, because that's easy. You just put the compass down, or the straight edge down, and you just draw the line a little bit further. It should cross up there. If it's not working for you, you need to go to a different spot in your paper and really kind of replicate this really quick. All right, now this is also the tricky part, right? We've drawn my arc. You need to make sure that when you're drawing this arc, you go low enough over here, because we obviously want to make this thing parallel. So if you draw it too short, maybe this line is too short like this, you won't be able to draw the same angle, because I'm when I look at my drawing, I'm kind of predicting that my parallel line is going right here, right? I'm kind of like seeing that in my head where the parallel line is going to go. So I need my arc to go past that point. So it has to, keep traveling down this way so it goes past that parallel line. Okay, let me know when they're good.
Does anybody need more time? Alright, they're good.
Alright, so, perfect, good job, guys. Okay, so, now what we're going to do is you're going to pick up your compass, and now we're going to change it now. Now we're going to change it. So this is the dangerous part. We're messing with the compass now. You're going to place the compass down here, right? We're going to go back down here now, and you're going to open up the compass so that the pike will touch right here, and the pencil will be down here. Pike, pencil, right? Pike's at the top, pencil's at the bottom. Again, this is where the little pike is. That's the little pointy end. And this is where the pencil will go. So again, when you're opening up your compass, use a little gear in the middle, like spin the gear, so that it will open up in such a way that it'll touch those perfectly. Now this could be tough too, because maybe it's really small. So that's always the challenge too when you have a really kind of a poor compass. I think the compasses we have are pretty nice. So come by, if you will.
Good? Alright, they're good.
Alright, perfect. Okay, good job. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the compass now, and we're going to place the compass up here now, right? Pike, pencil, right? So the pike is going to go here, and the pencil will be kind of free floating over here. This is where the pencil is going to be free floating, right? So you're kind of mimicking what you did down below. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw the little marker, right? So you're going to take your compass and kind of just move it a little bit, and the compass should kind of like make a little like intersection. A little X marks the spot. Hopefully it crossed. That's why I was kind of worried about drawing that arc long enough so that you'll actually make that little intersection point, that little X marks the spot.
Everyone good with that part? Alright, they're ready.
Alright, and now we're going to draw your final line. So this is the line. I'm going to put this in that bright blue color that I did earlier. You're going to draw a line, use your little straight edge. Whoa, so sorry. You're going to draw the little straight edge where you're going to go straight across from point P right through X marks the spot. And this will make a perfect parallel line to the original. Now, obviously this is your first time attempting this thing. It could look really bad, and that's the kind of the fun part of it. You get to see how bad some of these drawings are. So, do they look parallel? I don't know. Look at your neighbors. Hold it up. You can laugh at each other's drawings for the first time. I don't know.
Look, guys.
Any really bad ones? Those are always kind of the fun ones to look at. Do they look good?
You guys think you messed it up a little?
How bad is this? How bad is this drawing? Is it really bad?
How bad is it?
Mine is not terrible. Yeah, I still win.
So.
You're gonna hold yours up quick?
Is it really bad?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A little bad. All right. Yeah. That'll taper together. Yeah. This takes a little bit of practice. I've been doing this a long time, so for freehand drawing this was pretty good. I don't have a compass. I'm using a pencil to draw this. So. All right. Okay. Is everyone good? Everyone's got their drawing? Attempted drawing, I should say. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to the second postulate. Now, this is new, so you might need to go back to your notes to write this one down. So this could take a little bit. Okay? All right. So here's our new postulate, postulate 3.4. It is called the perpendicular postulate. In fact, I'm going to write that down. Perpendicular postulate. Okay, so given a line and a point not on the line, there exists exactly one and only one line that is perfectly perpendicular. Notice not parallel, but perpendicular now through the line that was provided and the point that is not on it. So I'll let you write it down, then we'll draw it. We're going to talk about this one. It's a postulate, so we don't prove these. We can actually draw it though. It's got the same wording as the last one. Alright, as you guys were writing, because I know some of you are probably still writing here, I'm gonna just I'm just gonna draw the original drawing of this thing for right now. So maybe some of you are getting done, you can draw this. So you need a line and a point not on it. Okay. Now this is not our construction, this is just the drawing that I'm going to use in my notes. So you can keep this in your notebook if you need to. We'll do the construction here in a second. We'll go back to that blank piece of paper that you've been drawing on. Hopefully you're not putting all these notes on that piece of paper. That'd be rough. Alright, now Scott, just let me know when they're good to go.
Absolutely.
Okie dokie.
Does anybody need more time? Alright, we're good to go.
Okay. Okay, good work. So now here's the idea. This is what I want to talk about. We are going to attempt to draw I'll put this in green, a perfect perpendicular line going through the point, going through the line. So now I need somebody there to volunteer. What does perpendicular mean in terms of angle?
Go ahead. Say it loud.
90.
Yeah, 90. Good. Yeah, so it's got that little box, right? We're attempting to show that there is this perfect 90-degree angle sitting right there, that little box, right? That's the perpendicular symbol that we have. That's what we're going to attempt to draw here, a perfect right angle. Now notice, we're going to attempt this without a protractor in our hands, without, putting a perfect protractor down, measuring the 90-degree, and drawing it. We're going to attempt to do this through point P. That's floating up in the middle of nowhere. So this is a rare one. A lot of people don't get to see this one. You might get to see it if you've taken a drafting course before. So this is pretty impressive. You can make a perfect 90-degree wall from a point floating. So why this would be important? The other ones are easy if you're trying to make parallel walls in like a construction site. Make two walls that are perfectly parallel. You could do that same construction using a piece of string. This one, same thing. You could put a wall anywhere on a drawing or in maybe you're adding to a blueprint, or you're actually designing a home and you want to put like a countertop at a perfect 90-degree angle from a wall. You can do it with a piece of string and a straight edge, right? You wouldn't need an angle measure or anything like that. So this is pretty handy, so if you know where your walls sit. So we're going to attempt to draw this. So sounds like everyone's ready to go, so we're going to do the construction here. This is the second construction I wanted to do. So this is like the minimum that I want to get to today. So if the bell is about to go off, we'll probably we'll end and we'll turn these in at least. But I want to do, hopefully we can get to 2 more here. I don't know. Okay, so second construction. This is the perpendicular. So somewhere else on that blank piece of paper, now you've used a little room, that piece of paper. Now we're going to use a little more. So we're on the second half. So you're going to draw your line, use your straight edge, and then pick a point that is above it somewhere up here. Now I probably recommend that you don't put the I hope that you didn't that you're not putting the point P too far away. That can be that can be tricky too. You want to put point P, closer. Not super close, but closer so it's not too far away. I don't care where you label point P. It doesn't matter if you label it the right or left side on this one. So go to your blank piece of paper, the construction paper we've been doing. Use your straight edge, draw the line, and put a point above it somewhere. Now, if our line is too short, we'll be able to extend it later. You'll be able to put your straight edge down and kind of extend these walls if we need to. It's not a big deal.
Anybody need more time with that? They're good.
Okay, perfect. So this one's a lot easier than the last one. It's really simple. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your compass. So I'm going to draw my little mock compass here. You're going to put your little mock compass like this. And the pike is up here, the pencil is down here, right? So here's the little pikey end. You're going to put the pike, so the pike is right here, right on point P. And you're going to have the pencil down here, right? And now you're going to open up the compass in such a way, and because I said you can open up the compass kind of anywhere you need to, the pencil's kind of free floating, right? It's going to be, you're opening up the compass, use a little gear in the middle, open it up, and what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to draw. Now I'm going to freehand draw this, and then we'll go back. You're going to attempt to draw where you're going to slide your compass so it makes a little smiley face like this. So it's kind of free floating, right? You open up the compass in such a way that you can hit my line, that line that we had originally drawn, twice when you draw the little like smiley face, like a pendulum swing, right? So you need to open up the compass in such a way that you can do that. Now again, if you need to, you can extend the line further to make sure that you hit it twice. It's got to hit twice, somewhere on that line, even if you extend it. Now when you do that, do not change your compass. We're going to need to leave the compass alone once you've established this.
Does anybody need more time with it? They're good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we've done our little pendulum swing. It's hit my line twice, and if you need to extend the wall, you can to make sure it hits twice. So now, we left the compass alone. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up the compass. We're going to pick up the compass now. So let me get rid of all these little marks here. We're going to pick up the compass, and we're going to place the compass down here now. Whoa, maybe I should use a different color. So we're going to pick the compass, and we're going to place it down here now. Okay. So here's a little pikey end. All right. And so now what we're going to do is you're going to place the pike right here. That's where the pike's going to go. And the pencil will be over here. Okay, it'll be kind of free floating over here. That's where the pencil's going to sit. And notice I have not changed the compass at all. I've left the compass alone. I am not messing with it. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw a little arc. So, because I know your pencil's free floating, and you're going to draw a little arc. And where I'm drawing the arc, it is, this is the best way I can explain it to you. You're going to draw an arc so it is like right below where you think where the line P is. Go directly down below it and draw that arc where point P is. So that's why when I used my pike and my pencil, I'm drawing the arc kind of where it is. And once you have that little arc drawn, then what you're going to do is you're going to change the compass. You're going to flip the compass around. You're going to flip the compass around this way now. And you're going to do the exact same thing without changing it. The pike is going to go up here. And the pencil will float down here again. And you're going to draw another arc. Like that. And notice where I'm putting the pike. I'm putting the pike right where the smiley face hit the line. Right where those two circles were that I circled in yellow.
Does anybody need more time? We're good.
Okay, now, here's the thing you want to make sure of. Did your arcs cross each other? They should cross. It should make an X marks the spot. So there should be a point down here where they perfectly came together. There should be one point, X marks the spot. That's what you're hoping for. That should happen for everybody, if you've done this correctly. If you didn't, maybe you didn't draw the arcs far enough so that they crossed.
Did anybody's not cross? Can I see it?
How bad is that? How bad does that drawing need to be if it didn't cross?
I sure done this at Belmo.
Oh, okay. At least you know what you did, though.
Okay. Now, for those, the picture looks okay. You're going to attempt to draw. Now, use your straight edge. Now, this, I don't know how long your straight edge is. I don't know how far away you've drawn. You need to draw a line that is going straight from point P down to point down below. You draw that line from X marks the spot up to point P. Now, this, you might, I don't know how long the straight edge is for you. I don't know if it's too short, it's too long. You might need to use your notebook paper, your textbook. I don't know what you have in front of you. You can use as a straight edge to draw that. Maybe the dots are really far away from each other. And what do you notice about the angle right here?
They say 90 degrees.
Yeah, it should be perfectly 90. This is how you do a live perpendicular angle, you know, from anywhere. And you can use a piece of string to do it. So, use a piece of string to attempt that. So, because you just need to, you know, use it as a pendulum and then just do it again twice. All right. Okay, so that was my second construction today. So that was the one I wanted to make sure we got to. That was based on this postulate 3.4 that we just talked about, the perpendicular postulate. We're going to attempt to do one more. We're going to attempt to. I think we have 10 minutes. So this next one will not take us very long. So maybe you need to go to the other side of your blank piece of paper. This should be our third construction today, third one. Okay, so let's go to our, this is going to be the third construction. Maybe you need to label it construction number 3. This is going to be kind of based on the last one, but a little bit easier. So hopefully you won't mess this up. This will be our last drawing, so you can put this in the middle of your paper. You can put a little bit of room around it. Don't put it near the top or bottom or the sides of your paper. Just put it kind of direct right in the middle. And you're going to use your straight edge and draw a line on your paper like that. And so it doesn't need to be too long, so don't draw it all the way across your paper. You know, just draw a segment, right? 2, 3, 4 inches, something like that. Doesn't have to be too far. All right, now what we're going to attempt to do is draw a perpendicular on this line without a point floating out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. So here's how this works. You can pick any 2 dots on this line, because this line has arrows, right? You can pick any 2 dots you want. Most people, what they do is they just pick the dots on the outside. You know, they pick the dots like here and here. They just pick 2 points. I'll call them A and B. You can pick any 2 points on the line that you want. It doesn't matter. Okay, and what we're going to do, and this is going to be a very quick construction, so hopefully you're kind of paying attention here. You can pretty much use the compass setting that you have right now. I don't even think you need to even change your compass. It's just random. What I mean by that is all you have to make sure of is when you have your compass, right, here's your compass. I'm going to put the little pikey end on A. Pikes on A. And all you have to make sure of is that the pencil is past the halfway point. So the pencil just has to be past wherever you think the halfway point is between A and B. This is kind of where I'm kind of imagining where halfway is, right? Kind of ballparking that in my head. I just need to make sure the pencil is past that, clearly past the halfway point. Some people, they measure all the way to A to B. You don't have to. You can. Doesn't make a difference if you do that or not. It just has to be halfway. Okay, is everyone good?
Yep.
Okay, so now what you're going to do, this is going to be kind of the awkward part here. We are going to draw an arc wherever your pencil landed. I don't care. You're going to draw an arc so it kind of floats up in the middle of the air and it floats down in the middle of the air, almost kind of like you're drawing a big semicircle. Now, technically, you don't need to draw the entire arc. I'm just going to do that. That's what most people do anyway. And what you want to make sure of is when you're drawing this arc, you just want to make sure it's above and below the halfway point. That's really all you need to make sure of. So some people, if they're really good at drafting, they don't even need to draw very far. They can, most people can get away with drawing it almost like that, where they just draw an arc above and below because they can already imagine where the halfway point is. So you don't need to draw the entire arc. All right, questions so far?
Nope.
Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to switch the compass around. Do not mess with it. Don't change the gear or anything. We're going to flip the compass around. And now we're going to put the pike on letter B now. So here's my compass. The pike is over here now on letter B. And I have not changed the compass yet. The pencil is free floating over here. You just flipped it around real quick. And you're going to draw the exact same arc, right? You're drawing that same arc, kind of goes through. And again, most people that are in drafting don't need to draw the entire, arc. They just draw the parts above and below, and they should cross like mine are doing. They should make two X's above and below. All right, and then what you're going to do is, now that we have our two X marks the spots, take your straight edge, draw a line that goes through both X marks the spots perfectly, like that. This will be the tough part. This is the part that most people mess up on, is just drawing that straight line so it hits both X's, because your straight edge will slide, the paper will move. And what you're looking at here, and why we did this makes a perfect right angular perpendicular line.
What'd you guys do? They look like right angles?
I think it would be good.
They look better than the last one, dude?
Yeah. They look better than the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to turn this into Miss Scott, put your name on it, put your period number on there. Thank you, Miss Scott. Try to collect all the straight edges and protractors and all that. So, next couple classes on geometry, we'll do the same thing. Hopefully these worked out pretty good. So, and I'll just have you collect them. Just bundle them together and put paper clips on them. So, when I get, just bundle them together and put paper clips on it so that each class is separated. So.
You just want me to leave them on the desk?
Yeah, just leave them there. You can put them in the back room so they're out of your way too. So,
Okay.
because I won't be back until Wednesday. I don't think next week. So. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go because I know you guys got like 3 minutes left of class. So, but yeah. So, have a good one. Have a good weekend, and good luck to the basketball team tonight. So, I wish I could be there. Hopefully, they stream it live so I can kind of watch it online. So, all right. Bye, guys.
I'm sorry.